Hello world, I'm Miyah Sundermeyer, and I would like to welcome you to the latest episode of my blog series. So far, I have been able to share my own experiences on what it's like for me to live with Asperger syndrome. A second thing that I will do is give my 2 cents on what's going on with autism in the media. A third area entails providing tips and advice for those of you that have Asperger syndrome, as well as those of you who are family members and friends and peers and mentors, educators, employers, professionals, and people in the community. And finally, I cover topics on things that are not related to autism. But before I dive into today's topic, what I would like to do is mention 2 things. Number 1, if you click up here in the upper right-hand corner, once again, I'm going to refer you to this TEDx talk by Daniel Wendler. And Daniel Wendler has Asperger syndrome like myself, and he has the popular website improveyoursocialskills.com. And a second thing I would like you guys to do is check out my written blogs on wordpress.com. That's helloworld240 at wordpress.com. And these are more scholarly and practical application type blogs. And in fact, I am in the process of doing some research on autism and aggression and the effects on the autistic brain, because I find it really fascinating. Now, in the meantime, what I would like to do is give my 2 cents on what's going on with autism in the media, and I'm not talking about any major news sources. Rather, I'm talking about YouTube because it's a form of social media, and the reason why I wanted to cross-promote Daniel Wendler's TEDx talk again is because I have something that has been brought to my attention that I would like to bring up as well. So what I'd like to do is cross-promote different blogs or different videos that are related to autism that are popular right here on YouTube, because there are just lots and lots of people posting on there all the time. And I also want you guys to find other resources that you're going to find helpful as well, especially those that could be a practical application for you to learn social skills, or for you to figure out how you can get a job, or whether or not it's a positive resource, whatever. So anyway, I wanted to also look at this TED Talk by Daniel Wendler because I had met him back in February, and I had done a video interview with him while at an autism conference, and the name of that video is right here on YouTube, and in fact you can click up here in the upper right hand corner. This is an interview called Daniel Wendler, quotation marks, improveyoursocialskills.com, and I really think that it's great. So when I went to listen to his TED Talk, I went to post things on there about it, and other people on there decided to automatically jump to conclusions and assume that just because he seems to be really docile, that he's not struggling at all, and therefore he doesn't have Asperger syndrome, and therefore he doesn't have anxiety problems, and he doesn't have whatever it is that some of us with Asperger seem to struggle with. Well, I wanted to say something about that. Number 1, that's like the pot calling the kettle black, ladies and gentlemen, and especially to those of you that have Asperger syndrome, because there are all kinds of people out there that are telling you that because you look normal, they think that Asperger syndrome or an ASD is made up, and that we are doing things to get attention, so therefore autism might not be real, or mild autism anyway, or that we use it as an excuse. And number 2, just because Daniel Wendler looks perfect behind the camera, just because he's mellow, does not mean that he does not struggle. It does not mean that he doesn't have outbursts. It does not mean that he has meltdowns. It does not mean that there's certain noises and certain situations that bug him. But it is never okay for those of you to sit around and judge somebody or judge a book by its cover just because they're successful. And I have met Daniel Wendler myself, and I have found him to be a spectrumite. I mean, he's got those vibes. I mean, none of you have met him. And perhaps the ones that are complaining about him struggling are the ones that are jealous and don't know what they want to do with their own lives, or they're too stubborn to ask for help, or they're not even aware that they have social skills. So let me know what you guys think by listening to both his interview and his TED Talk. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel if you like what you saw. And also be sure to share this on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, whatever. Until next time, I'm Miyah Sundermeyer, and don't forget to comment. Thanks. Bye.